Welcome to Owning a Piece of America. I'm Faith Bautista. To many of us, April 15 exists as the most unwelcome day of the year. The weeks, days, and even minutes leading to the day are usually brimming and anxiety. We start digging into our files for receipts, tax documents our mortgage lender sent us, and just about anything that will help increase our refunds or lower that we owe in taxes. And the constantly changing landscape of the American tax code makes the process a lot more complicated. We will try to untangle some of the complications involved in this annual process in today's show with a very special guest. He's a renowned and multi-awarded tax expert, a certified public accountant licensed in the states of California, Illinois, and Hawaii with 50 years of CPA practice. Newspaper columnist and author of the book, How to Avoid IRS. Please help me welcome Victor See. Hello, Victor.
Hi, Faith.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me again.
Good. You know, Victor, the last time I interviewed you, we talked about how to avoid IRS audit. But guess what? I got audited.
Oh.
But because I learned so much from you, I went to the IRS. I was well prepared. I brought all the documents needed. I brought all the receipts. In an hour, I got out of there, and I was issued a certificate that I don't owe anything.
Oh, how nice.
So
All
thank
right.
you for that.
You're so welcome.
So, Victor, with President Trump's administration, I personally know Secretary Steven Mnuchin, and his highest priority is the tax reform, and so as President Trump. Tell me, is this good? Is this bad? How complicated is this?
I think we have needed tax reform for a long time. It's about time now that President Trump is at the White House. We need to have tax reform. For example, I'll give you one example here, or maybe two. We pay taxes during our lifetime. And when we die, we pay tax again. Which I think is quite unfair because you already paid your dues, and then here you go again. You're dead and you still pay taxes.
So with the new administration, that will be eliminated? You only pay tax once?
President Trump will get rid of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me, who will be the winners and who will be the losers in this new tax reform?
Wait, before we get to that, can I say about the other tax reforms?
Sure,
Is that okay?
sure.
Yeah. We also have the highest corporate taxes in the whole developed world. And for that reason, multinationals go out of the U.S., they keep cash trillions of dollars outside the U.S. instead of having it in the U.S., in the mainland U.S., and using it to provide growth and jobs.
Right.
So the tax reform will take care of that also.
But I heard also that there's going to be a border tax. So that will eliminate jobs, I think.
I don't know if it will eliminate jobs. It could even add jobs because then we keep the jobs inside here. Instead of manufacturing out there, we manufacture here.
That's right, because that's what he wants to make sure that the job stays in there, which I agree with that. So let's talk about the winners and the losers.
Okay.
There's always somebody that will win and that will gain. I think about the middle income. I think about the low middle income minority people. Tell us what this tax reform going to do to them.
Well, I guess the winners, as everybody suspects, would be the wealthiest because they come down from the 35% bracket down to 33%. So they win. Even the low-income people will also win. I'll tell you why. Right now, about 40% of taxpayers do not pay anything, zero tax. With the tax reform, more than 60% will not have to pay anything. So just imagine 60% of all taxpayers will not have to pay any income tax. They are also winners. If you listen to broadcasts, they say that the low-income taxpayers lose. It's not true. They also win because of this. Can you imagine only 40% will end up paying tax?
But that's not good also. I mean, I know our deficit is trillions and trillions of dollars. So
Yeah.
if there's going to be 60% that will not pay taxes, I can't imagine how our debt's going to be.
There is always a downside, and that's one of the downsides. We will have a bigger deficit. But with the Trump tax plan, when the multinationals repatriate their earnings, bring their cash in here, and then we get more jobs. The more jobs we have, the more taxes we pay. So hopefully in time it will even out.
So for the tax deduction with the new tax reform, because right now everybody tries to figure out a way how they can do some deductions. So with the tax reform, will there just be a simple deduction?
Yes, it's going to be a lot simpler because the standard deduction, that's about 6,000 now, will double to 15,000
Oh, yeah, you hear that?
for single taxpayers, and it will double from about 15 to 30,000 for married, which means that instead of mixing and having a cocktail of deductions and exemptions, we will have a bigger standard deduction, and this will help simplify the tax code.
Thank you so much. I wish we had more time to talk about the taxes. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, what's also good for the administration to know how you really feel about the income tax return, how they could be better. Why don't you send an email, send a fax? The Secretary of the Treasury would love to hear from you. They need to hear from you. So thank you again, and thank
Okay.
you for watching Owning a Piece of America.
Are you feeling left out from the housing market? Do you enjoy a lifestyle of health, education, traveling, and fashion? Do you want to start your own business but don't know where to begin? Watch Owning a Piece of America. Host Faith Bautista addresses these essential components that contribute in the success of your community and reinstill the promise and possibilities of the American dream today. She'll discuss how you can receive homebuyers counseling and qualify for micro-business loans. Owning a Piece of America airs 5 times a week right here on Charter Channel 188.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Welcome again to Owning a Piece of America, and Victor Tsai will talk more about the new administration tax reform. So we talk about losers and the winners. Let's really talk more about the losers. Can you expound that for me?
Yeah, the Trump plan brings a lot of changes, and naturally we will have winners and losers. As I said a while ago, the winners would be the wealthiest and also the low-income earners, because the wealthiest will come down in bracket, and the low-income earners, most of them will not end up paying tax anymore. They will be exempt from paying taxes.
Okay.
With regard to the losers, both the wealthy and the low-income will lose also, because the wealthy their expenses will be capped at 100,000 and 200,000 single
Expenses
and joint.
meaning the donation or like entertainment?
Itemized deductions including property taxes, donations, as you said, and mortgage interest. So they're going to lose.
Which I think is fair.
Yes,
Because
yes.
rich people buys these big homes to avoid taxes. You're right. And then a lot of the lower people, the property tax really doesn't mean a lot for them. So.
Yes, they won't be able to deduct anyway. But we also have losers from the low-income group, because just imagine 7 brackets from 10 to 40%. The Trump tax plan was to simplify this by having 3 brackets only.
And what are those?
They are the 15, the 12, the 25, and the 33.
Okay.
So if you squeeze all 7 into 3,
Right.
somehow we will have winners and losers. The ones losing will be the 10%, because they'll go up into the 12% bracket. And half of the 28% will go up to the 33% bracket.
Got it. And the 45 or the 50 will
The,
go
the
down
40 will go down to
to the
33.
33.
Yeah.
So those are good for the Filipino nurses.
Ah, yeah. because the Filipino doctors and Filipino nurses will enjoy this, because most taxpayers will enjoy a lower bracket. Unfortunately, we have those two that I just mentioned about
Right.
the 10 going to 12 and the 28 going to 33.
Right. Okay. Good. Okay. And then, how about the the middle income and or the business community as well?
Yeah, the business community will enjoy a reduction of rates, because corporate rates are being cut in more than half,
Nice.
from 35% to 15%.
Wow.
So just imagine if you own a corporation and all of a sudden you say, oh my gosh, I'm only paying half. And those big guys out there overseas will say, well, we used to pay 35%. If the corporate rate is being cut into 15%, maybe we should go back to the US
That's right. Okay. So it's really job
Invest.
creation.
and hire a lot more people. So
But Victor, we run a nonprofit, the National Asian American Coalition.
yes.
I think I'm afraid that with all this tax cut, the funding for low income, funding for single parents, funding for underserved community will be eliminated, right? Eliminated or
Yes.
reduced drastically.
Reduced. As I said, when there is a big tax change and overhaul of the tax code, let's say that most of us will be winners, but there will be some losers. And unfortunately, nonprofits will be affected by two things. Number one, we will have less revenues and therefore less dollars to fund nonprofit groups. Number two, the cap of 100 and 200K on donations will also affect us.
Oh,
So
that's sad. That's
yeah,
a sad
it's
part.
sad,
So,
yeah.
but at the same time, our tax code is so old, right? And I think it's needed to be changed anyway.
Yes, we really need a tax reform. We should have had a tax reform many, many years and decades ago. It's laden with, it's so complex, it's so complicated, even CPAs and tax lawyers have a hard time understanding it. I took hours and actually days to analyze this Trump tax plan myself. Right now, we have more than 9,000 pages of tax laws that are so complicated.
Yeah.
What President Trump wants to do is to simplify the tax code.
Which is great.
And I think he'll be able to do it because we have a Republican in the White House and
Right.
a Republican in Congress. So therefore, if he wants to do a tax reform, he can do it.
Yeah, but I think, for the IRS, though, it would be nice if it's easy for the consumers to talk to them. I think that's one thing that we really need to address to the new Secretary of the Treasury, that there should be a good customer service, because you could not talk to a human being in the IRS. But because they're understaffed too.
Yes,
So
yes.
hopefully with all these taxes, they can hire more people. I think IRS employees would like me for saying that. In 10 seconds, how to avoid IRS audits?
Oh,
The top 3 things.
okay. First of all, your income tax has to make sense. Okay? Number one, if you have a 1099, if you work for somebody as an independent contractor, you have to be very careful. Don't
Okay.
miss it. Okay, number one.
So I think in a nutshell, I'm sorry because we're running out
okay.
of time.
Uh-huh.
Just do the right thing and be honest. And you will never get audited. And if you ever get audited, you'll be cleared. Thank you again for watching Owning a Piece of America. My name is Faith Bautista.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Victor. Owning a Piece of America presents Lifestyle.
Hi, welcome to Owning a Piece of America. My name is Ryan Gallagher, and we're here at Nellie Gale Tennis Club, and tennis and swim club actually. And we are with some guests here, and we already talked to Bob. Bob, how you doing?
I'm great, Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, who are these kids here?
What we have here is we've got 3 kids from Saddleback College. We at the club like to find ways to give back to the community. One of our pros, Bud Davis, is also the head men's coach at Saddleback. And so we love having great tennis here, and we love having the kids here, so we enable the teams to practice here whenever they want. What we have here is we have Chris, Joanna, and Michael. Chris and Michael obviously are parts of the men's team, and Joanna is one of the stars of the Saddleback women's team, who has a great history of winning championships and winning state titles. So there's a lot of pressure on her.
Okay, so we're gonna do ladies first here because you seem like you're a pro. No, you can just stay right over here. You don't have to run away from us. I'll just move the mic. So Joanna, tell me how did you get so much success? You're so young.
Actually, I did not win a state title, but thank you.
Wait,
thank you, Bob.
You can just say you did. Just say yeah.
Okay. I started playing tennis when I was 9. My grandfather just took me out one day and had me hit against a wall, and then I fell in love with it ever since. And played in high school. I went to Mission Viejo High School, played there, singles and doubles, and lettered varsity there. And I really enjoy playing tennis. I love coming here. Everyone at Nellie Gale is super nice and very welcoming. And I love playing at Saddleback. I love playing for the school. I love my coach. It's not Bud, their coach, but I enjoy playing for Jay. And it's a lot of fun. When you play in college, you play both singles and doubles also. And I just love it. It's a lot of fun.
So do you like singles or doubles better?
I'd say last year I preferred singles, but this year I definitely enjoy playing doubles more because me and my partner definitely have great chemistry and we pump each other up, and it just, the environment and the competitiveness is a lot more fun than it was last year. But I enjoy playing with somebody who's just as competitive as I am because we just mellow each other out also, yet pump each other up at the same time. So we're very on the same dynamic.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's see, who do I want to go to next? Let's go to you. Tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Chris Harris. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I became aware of Nellie Gale through one of the academies over here at Cavion. So in high school, I would travel after school to drive to Orange County, which took me like an hour to sometimes even 2 hours just to play, to just have a good practice because it's considered tennis haven over here. Then I'd drive back home, do homework, and then the head coach, Kevin, actually introduced me to Bud Davis because I was going to go to a university, and instead of that, I'd saved a lot of money, and Bud nurtured me to become the player I am now, and he helped me become a competitive tennis player.
What kind of player is that you are now?
I mean, I'm
Are you good?
I like to think so, but I'm the number 3 position, and then Michael and I and most of the guys on the team made it far into the Ojai tournament last year, and hopefully this year as well. Thank you.
That's
so it's just fun. We usually play, I'd say, between 10 to 20 hours a week, and then we also do our own strength and conditioning as well. So it's a really great environment, just the guys, all around with the guys, because we're serious, but yet we also find a way to balance seriousness and having fun at the same time.
So how do you do strength and conditioning for tennis? What is that, like, what muscles are you using for that? Like just a regular gym, you go work out, or do you just work on the court?
Both. For the gym, I mean, I have my personal coach, but so I lift twice a week. It's full muscle, full body work. So I do core, balance and agility, then either plyometrics, which is like a lot of explosive jumping or explosive movements, and then eventually just like muscle endurance stuff, mainly for tennis, especially during season, because I'm not trying to I don't want to restrict my range of motion during season. I could just develop power like when I'm not playing tournaments and stuff.
When's the season, tennis season?
For tournament play, especially like just like your own personal ranking play, it's year round. But for the men's and women's team, it's a spring season, so it starts end of January to like end of April, because that's when Ojai is ending.
So you're right in the middle of the season, pretty much.
Yeah, we're just finishing
finishing it now.
But we're gonna start playoffs and then eventually the Ojai tournament soon.
Well, I hope you guys do well there. Michael,
I hope so too.
I'm gonna get to you now.
All right.
How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice day. It's not too windy. Sun's out. So tell me about yourself. What is it that you do here?
Okay. So my name is Michael Park. I've been playing tennis for about 13 years now. I actually got my first start here at this clubhouse. Coach Bob was one of my first coaches. and I've been playing since, I was really little, and then I played in high school at the local high school around here. I won CIF in freshman year and senior year, and I just love coming out here, like great group of guys, great group of girls, just come out and play. That's what
Nice.
sport's all about.
Nice. So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked her. Singles or doubles for you?
I'm gonna have to go with doubles, just because I like having someone out there have my back, and it's just way more fun to do crazy stuff.
Now, is it harder than singles? You have to. It seems like you wouldn't have to move as much.
Yeah, I would say it's doubles a little easier, because again, there's someone else covering for you, and it's just nice having someone else out there with you while you're battling.
And real quick, Joanna, we're going to start with you. Just say your age, where you're from, and then that's it.
My name is Joanna. I'm from Mission Viejo, and I'm 19 years old.
My name is Michael Park. I'm from Ladera Ranch, and I'm 19 years old.
Oh, my name's Chris Harris. I'm from Marina Del Rey. I'm 20 years old.
Marina Del Rey. I used to live in Marina Del Rey.
It's a nice area.
I love that area.
I do too.
You're not too far from home, though. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and talking to me and talking to owning a piece of America. And I'm sure all you guys are going to own a piece of America one day, if you don't already. But yeah, keep following your dreams, keep doing good, stay in shape, and it's awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with Owning a Piece of America and Nellie Gale Tennis Club.
Are you feeling left out from the housing market? Do you enjoy a lifestyle of health, education, traveling, and fashion? Do you want to start your own business but don't know where to begin? Watch Owning a Piece of America. Host Faith Bautista addresses these essential components that contribute in the success of your community and reinstill the promise and possibilities of the American dream today. She'll discuss how you can receive homebuyers counseling and qualify for micro-business loans. Owning a Piece of America airs 5 times a week right here on Charter Channel 188.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of the child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Hi, welcome back to Owning a Piece of America. I'm Ryan Gallagher, and we're still here at Nellie Gale. Now, Bob, you said we're going to be joined. Our family grew in size here. Who are these people that's in front of me?
Well, right in front of me, we have Kay and Gary Doy. They've been members here at the club for over 30 years. Integral part of the club. They've been very active, and they spend a lot of time here, and great members, very helpful. I'm sure they'll have some great insight from you. On your right here, we have Don Davis. Don's been with us for 22 years now as one of our tennis pros, and he's also going to give you some information about all the programs we have and the things that he does here at the club.
Oh, great. Well, thank you, Bob. Let me start with you, Don. Is that okay? Yeah. Tell us more about your story. Tell us, what exactly do you do here?
Well, tennis is a great sport because there's kind of 2 aspects. You have both the recreational side, the social side, and then there's the competitive side. You got some players out here from Saddleback Junior College, and a great adult player that plays in the 40 and over adult division, and it's very competitive for them. And you got people that just want to come and socialize and have a recreational activity to that brings them together. So we often do clinics during the week where people they don't want to go to the gym and be on an exercise bike or something, so they run around, and it's as much to socialize and hit tennis balls as it is to be playing a sport.
So is there any hope for me if I want to get into tennis? Is there any? I mean, I'm trying to wear the garb, the get up, so I look official, but I don't really have a good stroke. So is there hope?
There's always hope. It's kind of like watching trees grow as far as the improvement goes, but
Sure.
There's always hope. And but when you come out for the fun of it, how well you play and hit the ball really isn't what it's about. It's about the outfit, right, Kay?
Well, you look so official over here. So tell me. You love playing tennis.
Yes.
Is this something you've always done your whole life, or is this something that you just picked up along the way?
I picked it up because my husband played, but it was just always for fun and exercise. But then when my youngest son started kindergarten, we started the competitive women's league, and that's been like another whole aspect. Like Don said, it's social but also competitive, and it's just a healthy way to exercise without, like you said, being in the gym. I don't like.
And who wins between you guys when you play against each other?
The husbands never win.
Husbands never win.
No.
They're smart.
You gave away that card when you got married, huh?
That's it.
So what about you?
No.
What's your favorite part about tennis?
Oh, just getting together with a lot of different people, and it certainly afforded us an opportunity to meet a lot of different people.
Okay.
And we're here in South Orange County and Laguna Hills, so we can't complain. But,
And you're part of the community here in
Yes.
Laguna. Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you guys lived over here?
From about 1979.
Okay.
So it's been a little while, but
Integral parts of the community and integral parts of Nellie Gale.
But we didn't start playing tennis till in the early 80s.
Okay.
So you have plenty of time.
But you were young then.
We were at one time.
You're like what? Like 14, 15 then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Not quite. Well, thank you guys for telling us a little bit about your story and who you guys are, and thanks for sharing this with us at Owning a Piece of America. So
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So thank you guys, and we'll be right back with more guests.
Are you feeling left out from the housing market? Do you enjoy a lifestyle of health, education, traveling, and fashion? Do you want to start your own business but don't know where to begin? Watch Owning a Piece of America. Host Faith Bautista addresses these essential components that contribute in the success of your community and reinstill the promise and possibilities of the American dream today. She'll discuss how you can receive homebuyers counseling and qualify for micro-business loans. Owning a Piece of America airs 5 times a week right here on Charter Channel 188.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Bob, what's next for you? What's next for the club? What do you envision here happening in the next few years?
Well, for me personally, I still have a blast. We have senior men's teams here that play what's called USTA, United States Tennis Association. We play league tennis. Over the past 10 years, our senior teams, and senior being 50 and over, have qualified, have won the Southern California Championship, and have qualified for nationals 8 out of the last 10 years. So we basically are the top senior team club in Southern California. If you can take a look, we've got banners up on our screens over here that denote a lot of our finishes. We won the national championship once. We've come in second or third 3 or 4 times. It's a blast because what it is, it's like for guys like me, it's like college tennis again. It's being on a team and doing the things that we really love to do.
Sure.
The camaraderie, everything kind of comes back. So even us old farts who are in the late 50s, early 60s can still have fun doing this.
Okay.
For the club, always looking to do things new. Actually, what we're changing, we were kind of in the olden days where our ladies dominate the club Monday through Friday morning. We've always called Saturday mornings, give you an example, has been Men's Day or Men's Morning.
Okay.
We're now opening that up. We're going to actually be calling our Saturday events Saturday Sets. We're opening it up to all of our members to come down. All they're going to have to do is call any time of the week, and we will set up matches for them Sundays and Saturday mornings.
That's
so
great.
it'll be another nice addition to the club and another amenity for our members.
Well, come check out Nellie Gale Tennis. I mean, you can meet Bob over here, meet all the great people we met today, and thanks again for having us. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Ryan. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. All right, with Owning a Piece of America, I'm Ryan Gallagher. See you guys later.